got in here this morning and had a real live contact practice. And, based on how we play, obviously didn't play well last night, so let's come in this morning and work and get our focus again. And we took them through the film from last night's game, but we came in here first and got on the floor and really worked this morning.
The team had been sharing the ball a lot and showing some offensive patience, and that's been lost the last couple of games. How are you trying to get the team to do?
I knew as we started incorporating guys back to our team, it was going to be a chemistry malfunction. Things were going to start happening. And not because of the players that are coming back, but just because you're bringing players back into what had already been established for a while, for a long period of time. These guys weren't out for a couple of games. These guys were out for an extended period of time. So you're bringing guys back into the fold. You're going to go through some unbalance of playing time, minutes, shots, all those things there. And the only way you can get that back is that you got to get everybody working again. This first couple of times that we had some time to practice, and with those guys back on the floor together, with Marcus and Tyreek Evans back on the floor, Marcus Thornton and Tyreek Evans. So that's the only way you can get it. That's the only way you can get it back. But more importantly, our defense has suffered also. We've given up 117 points over the last 4 games. Obviously some teams came in and played very, very well, and last night's game didn't help that. So we had to restart again, go back to basics again, and get back to some of the coverage that we need to do. But, last night's game, we gave up so many points, 33 points in transition off of turnovers. We gave the ball up so many times, you didn't have a chance to be in a half-court defense. Overall, half-court-wise, other than guys making a couple threes here and there, we didn't do a good job with the transition defense based on turnovers that led to those huge numbers for as fast break points.
Which one bright spot these last few games has been Isaiah? He had a huge game last night. Just talk about how he's performed.
Well, as I said with Isaiah, the guy is always patient. He's a hard worker, and he went through the moment where he was a starter for the team, and then coming off the bench, and then limited minutes, and he never wavered from how he worked. He never wavered from where he was trying to eventually get to. And today, last night's game and the last couple games, he's done a great job. When he's shooting shots and making shots, he has to take those. But when he sees that he's not making shots tonight, he has to be a facilitator. And that's part of learning how to be a point guard in the NBA. And I thought, he set a great tone for himself last night with the pace that he was playing at and the energy that he needed, that we need to have from our whole team. He provided with what he had, but you need that from the entire basketball team. We've had that on occasions. Last night, we obviously didn't have it from everyone.
Going up against Kyrie Irving tomorrow?
Well, the position that he plays most of the time on 1 and 2, they very seldom have nights off in the NBA. Point guard position, 2, 3s. Those are pretty good players every night that you're going to face. And then you filter down sometimes with your power forwards and your centers. But overall, 1, 2s, and 3s are going to be fantastic every single night. And the next 2 nights, he's going to have his hands full. But I think he's going to be ready for the challenge.
What does Tyreek have to do as he gets himself acclimated back to the group to make the transition be a little smoother?
Well, I think he's in 2 worlds right now. I think one world is the conditioning factor, trying to get a rhythm conditioning. That's why we did a lot of up and down stuff today. The other part of that is, how can I be me again when I was playing very well, averaging right around 20 points, but yet I'm trying to do what the team concept had been doing while I was out. So I think he's in 2 worlds, and I want him to understand you have to be you first, and I want you playing the way you were playing. That off-guard position that you started to man and play very, very well, I got to get you back playing like that. Now obviously when you're dealing with coming back from something with a lower extremity, it's going to be a little difficult because you're still trying to figure out how to play on it. Although it's okay to play on it, the knee is fine, you got to get beyond that mentally, and I think that's where he's at.
Coach, was Tyreek working mainly with the first team today?
Yeah, he's back in the starting lineup. Yeah. So I need to get him back going again and get his confidence back there. Not that he doesn't have confidence, but get his basketball confidence back to where he's playing and making plays. I thought the way he played today, again, just getting confidence in that shot. The shot that he had before the injury, he was shooting that ball from the long range, arc threes and things like that. And I thought he passed up a couple of shots last night over penetrated. So I think he has to get back to that point of having the confidence because he works on it every day. But now you got to take that mindset from your work every day in practice and now put it into a game and get that confidence back there.
How's Marcus doing overall?
Oh, good. Marcus was good. Marcus ankle was fine. And again, another player that, got to get himself back into great basketball shape. And, all those stuff they do, try to stay in conditioning and good cardio, but they got to get in great basketball shape once again. And if we're going to need his scoring again. Francisco played very well. And some of your players will play extremely well when they're out. And this guy was one that stepped up and played very well. And now we got to look at how to get our guys playing again. Tyreek Evans, Marcus Thornton playing well, and then still have Cisco being able to play how he's played. Francisco play how he had been playing. You know, so that's a part of the chemistry part. That's the part that I knew was going to be a little bit of an issue, trying to get all our guys playing very well at the same time. You know, some going to regress a little bit because other guys are back in our full roster, which is a good thing to have. But if the guys are not playing well, it doesn't do any good. I want to try and get these guys playing well again.
Coach, do you have any conversations with these guys about obviously things changing with the guys returning, or do they just kind of know that things are going to change a little bit as far as the rotation?
Just because I think everyone on our team had Tyreek as the starter. You know, I already had clarified that Marcus Thornton was going to be coming off the bench unless something was happening up in front of him. So they all knew that part. So as guys start coming back, they know that Tyreek is our starting off guard. And now that we got to get his conditioning back up to where he can play at the level he had been playing at. I mean, guy was playing at a great level for our team at that time. And I thought had he not gotten hurt, how far along would he have been? So there's not a lot of discussion you have to do when a guy is out with an injury. Another guy moves in, and then as that player comes back, which conversation that Tyreek was having all the time was that, hey, I want let's Francisco continue to start. I'm not there yet, so let him start. And so it was good on his part to keep doing that because he knows his body. The athlete knows his body, what he can do and can't do at that time.
How's Aaron feeling today?
Nah, he's still under the weather, so he was out again today. And a little bug is taking place on our team and around the league, really, a little bit. So, but he's down. He wasn't here today, so he's going to be real weak, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But 2 days of that, and you never know. He probably won't be able to go tomorrow. We'll see them in the morning.
Coach, we have a promotion coming on.
You have a promotion.
If you could help us out while we're on our next road trip, the Globetrotters are coming through.